Are they gonna do it again? Does the Weaver change the all balls in push strat? I don't know.
I'm
I think this
curious
adds
about
their
the Weaver
split
first
push.
pick. I'm curious about the Weaver first pick. I think this year's fallen out of favor of pretty much everybody in the pro scene.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
pretty
very
difficult
situational.
actually. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like he's a fantastic hero in his own right, but at the same time, it takes a little bit to get online, and the hero itself, like I don't know, man. It's so item dependent. I mean,
really
for what they're gonna use it for, I think it'll be okay. But at the same time, like you have to pick around it too. You definitely have to draft around it.
I'm curious to see how they draft her. I really like Tide Hunter this patch. And I also like Avenge is very good this patch as well. She's just a very good early farm.
Praying for a scepter pickup. Like I've never seen it in pubs, but I've seen it in a couple pro games last week.
Every time there's a Tide Hunter.
Oh my god! I did not even realize.
Oh, my favorite hero. All right, here we go.
That's not Abaddon. That's not the best hero in the game. No,
that is the single best
other
hero
than
in
you
this
guys,
game.
I don't see too many teams going for the Wisp. And if they do, it's banned out quite frequently as well. So just something that's not as prevalent. Last season,
it's one of those heroes that. It's one of those heroes that, especially in this patch, like unless they have a Wisp player, you're probably not gonna see it. It's not like Avenge or whatever. You just pick it. Let's see if they go for the Wib secret strat, which I guess isn't a secret anymore because we beat Nanaue against last week with the IO troll.
So
I'm dying. Oh,
okay. There you go. All right.
Bread and
Hey, there's
butter.
nothing wrong with cookie cutter. There's nothing wrong with cookie
Tried
cutter.
and tested, tiny IO.
Yeah, it's honestly it was so prevalent like for so long that it's like I don't know if it's fallen out of favor. It just like doesn't happen. I mean, I guess. I mean, I know OG ran the shit out of it whenever they could.
Yeah,
but
they still do. My
China teams love it too.
Just as a Wisp player looking at this draft that I'm playing against, I would be very terrified. And if I wasn't the captain, I would be very angry at my captain for picking IO here. Because you were playing against Weaver, who is very good at dealing with IO. You're playing against Enchantress, who can two-shot IO at 10 minutes into the game. And you're playing against Undying, who also can just completely mess it IO up. Because not only does Decay do extra damage to IO because he's a strength hero, Tombstone is very good at canceling bottle charges and urn charges, which is kind of your bread and butter abilities at the start of the game. So, not to say that the hero's countered. I don't think you can ever truly counter an IO, but
no, but he's gonna have to play a lot more defensively for sure. You're not gonna be able to. Well, and Weaver especially, the Enchantress. I mean, it's about positioning, but Weaver can find him and pick him off very quickly. But that's obviously they didn't know that Wisp was gonna be picked at that point, but now those picks are looking a lot nicer.
So that means hopefully that means they have a lot of confidence in their IO. If not, then I hope their IO player is confident enough to play against these heroes if he's playing it. Because if not, he's going to be in for a bad game.
Yeah, and it's not like the Venge can swap him and save him because you break the tether, which makes why you have a Wisp, So.
But at the same time, Tiny is very good against Weaver and Enchantress.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah, for sure. Those.
I think
the combo kills are very.
I think if this is an off-lane Enchantress, you change it now. Seeing the Tiny and the Tide Hunter, because she may get farming, she may just unleash a lot of damage early in the game, but she's just gonna die to a Venge stun Tiny combo. Just pretty much until 30 minutes in the game.
I am not sure how I feel about Mirana, honestly. For the last couple of patches,
hate this hero. I hate this hero, and anybody who tries to bring this hero into the meta is just completely forgotten what it was like at TI4 having to deal with Mirana arrows raining down on your mid lane for 20 minutes of the game.
Yeah, it's.
5 seconds.
So
but then again, I mean, you're that's kind of do or die. It's support Mirana.
Yeah,
that's
Mirana, I think, is the epitome. If this is a support Mirana, I think support Mirana is the epitome of like you are going all in on the laning stage, like you are gambling. Like this Mirana,
well,
the Mirana is very much
the
like
Undying. I mean, you could argue the same thing too.
Well, I should have said laning. I mean, with her I think Mirana is like the ultimate of like a gamble support.
Yeah, high risk, high reward for sure.
Like you could have games as Mirana. It doesn't matter how good a player. You can miss every arrow, or you can hit every arrow. You know. So
now, is this IO Tiny? Is this going to be a tri-lane or is this a dual mid situation?
Since
there's no mid showing for Nanaue. I mean,
they could tri-lane. I think Venge is one of the few heroes that can actually successfully tri-lane with IO Tiny. I don't really like tri-lanes with IO, just because IO's a greedy hero. He wants 6 as quick as possible. His biggest level is level 2, because tether and overcharge. But I think Venge IO Tiny would work. It's not a bad lane. I mean, it's pretty much. It's actually a very scary lane to all these heroes. Even a dying dice to that. Venge stun, magic damage into a tiny combo that he's gonna always have because of the Wisp bottle, and then spirits if the IO's good at landing spirits.
Honestly, I think if the IO Tiny combo is successful early on, I don't think the Wisp will have to worry too much because the rest of the team is gonna be pretty formidable and be able to hopefully kite the enemy team.
That's why that's usually how it is with IO. Like if you're equal or ahead in games like this, I don't think it matters too much that your hero's countered. That's why I said you can never really counter the hero. You counter the partnership, so to speak. Now, like if they shut down this Tiny, this poor IO is just not gonna have a good game. But if the Tiny's doing well, then I don't think the IO cares too much. It's very much. This may be one of those games as IO where it's just like, yeah, I died at the start of the fight, but what's important is I brought my Tiny in. And,
well, it's to be expected. He's not. He has just a couple jobs, and once they're done, if he dies, Disruptor. Okay, so.
So this is a core Venge.
Yeah, that changes a lot.
unless we're doing some crazy ass Disruptor mid Midas carry stuff. But
a Disruptor, I just think it's so greedy. It's because if you're ahead, he's the best support ever. Like he is so fantastic. I mean, but if you're behind, it doesn't stack up to other options.
I really don't like Disruptor. I don't think I've picked that hero in a WIB game ever. Actually, trying to think of. Timber is very good.
That's a hero that I wish you'd be reintroduced.
Okay, so 4 of these 5 heroes are very good against IO. I think Timberstall is by far the worst hero to play against when you're IO. Like, without a doubt.
Yeah, no doubt.
Because you were the squishiest strength hero in the game.
Good luck. Good luck.
I am sending my condolences to Curtis Condotta right now because you are going to have a hard game, my friend. I wish you the best of luck. This is not a fun game to play IO in.
Oh yeah, they definitely drafted around it for sure.
So actually, I was thinking about carry Venge or core Venge to start, but with the IO, I thought they maybe wouldn't because I don't know, it just didn't look like they would. But it's not bad. I think it's actually decent. It's very good at early game. I think IO Tiny. I think the goal for Nanaue here is just to shut down the IO Tiny. If you shut down the IO Tiny, I think you're in a good spot. I'm not a big fan of Disruptor in this lineup. I think something more stable, like a Rasta, would have been super good here, I think. Like, wards are so good against Tombstone, or something like that. Visage wouldn't have been bad either.
Yeah. There actually is nobody that has any real success taking on a Tombstone other than the Tiny, which is, you don't want him hitting the Tombstone, you want him hitting heroes and comboing heroes. And wow, it's probably the easiest arrow of his life. And the Tombstone actually level 1, so they're going to be able to run him down. That's first blood. And I think they'll take their room too.
His Tiny needs to come back. He has nobody to tether to.
Oh, what an arrow! Oh my gosh.
Great arrow.
They're gonna.
So that was a misplay from Moribund there. I think the IO should have lived there. Tether lane is massive. I don't think he should have died there. I think the Tiny should have not like. Ooh, is Enchantress invading? So this looks. I think the Tiny should have ran here and he could have just tethered away.
Yeah, it might show that this is something newer. I mean, it's not something new. I mean, if you've played on a team, I'm sure you've tried this at least a few times, but that just kind of seemed like a rookie mistake, honestly.
Either way, though, that was a very good Mirana arrow. I think she was actually anticipating the IO tethering through the trees.
What? Okay, so is this a?
Some weird lanes.
Yeah, Mirana. No,
so Tide's gonna bully the hell out of this poor Mirana. Like,
there's no way that lane stays the way it is right
now. Mirana loses this lane very hard. Mirana has
actually
not good right click against Tide. However, bottom is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, and Disruptor he doesn't offer much here.
He's not very good.
No.
Again, I don't think Disruptor.
Oh, the Weaver's not going for last hits. The Undying is. That's something different.
Is this some next level like support Weaver?
I honestly think they're just trying to troll me at this juncture.
Just like rush ags and then just time lapse your carry.
I've seen it, and I mean, if you can actually like pull it off, it's pretty disgusting. Watching them overcommit for one hero and then all for nothing. These are really interesting lanes. I'm actually very.
Is she really? That's crazy.
Yeah, I think that was the same case last season too, honestly. Dazzle and Venge, very popular.
Both diving right now. She's dead. There's no way she lives.
Yeah, they're wrapping around.
She needs to stop before she dies.
No chance.
See, this is the issue with picking Disruptor. Your lanes are very bad when you have a Disruptor IO. Like, yeah. Disruptor is not the hero. Yeah, he's
well, and
here.
that's even just.
Oh wait, maybe not. She needs to get vision of the creep wave.
Enchantress is still there though. Oh, a glimpse! It's costing them so much though, and they're gonna have to TP the Tide. Not really, because the Tide had to TP down. I mean, space. Kind of.
I thought maybe the Venge TP, but I think rotating the Tide back down here is good, and I think the Venge can lane very well against Mirana as well.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised.
That's really bad.
TPs are 75 gold. I mean, it's not too difficult to switch a lane, but
it's not great for Moribund to lose lanes. Doesn't mean they're out of it yet. They're still a humongous.
Not by any means. Not by any means.
I still think Moribund has much better late game than. I don't know. It's gonna be a weird game. This is a very strange draft from Nanaue.
This Timbersaw is just tearing shit up right now too. And once he hits 6, it's gonna be really hard in that lane.
Yeah, he's not really gonna die to the IO combo.
No, he's perfectly okay.
Right now.
He's got the value point and reactive, so. And
okay, this is how you do die. Oh, Tyler needs to give him mana.
He's very aggressive on that wisp. He's pretty close. He tosses him back.
Very good play.
He's in the tower range and he's dead.
Smart.
He's dead. Great toss.
So that is the one way. I don't think Timber should be committing for kills.
Yeah,
I think he should just be content to just farm that lane. To be honest.
Trading great in CS, you know, obviously he'll have the level advantage, but when you dive like that, that's not necessarily the case. Leap's available, so Mirana's really in no danger here.
Just gonna actually, yeah, this Disruptor. I don't think Disruptor is the pick here. When you have an IO, you're just accepting that your lanes are probably gonna be weak.
Uh-oh.
Is she dead?
Yeah, no, she has sleep. She's safe. It's fine.
That's level 3 glimpse.
Well, that's the thing. It's like they needed the laning stage to go well, which is why the Disruptor pick is even more confusing, honestly.
Disruptor's just not good at laning, and I've said it like a million times, I just don't think Disruptor's a good matchup with IO, because you're just accepting you're gonna have weak lanes with IO. That's just part of the hero. I don't think picking a weak lane support like Disruptor is a good matchup.
They're gonna do some more aggression. They toss them back. They've got help here. Oh my gosh. Oh, that damage though.
They brought the house to take out mid.
Yeah, and Timbersaw's 6 now, so it's not gonna be any easier. So they take down the combo pretty easily. I mean, they had rotation, but I don't even think they needed everybody. I don't know. And then the core Venge is also kind of worrying me at this point. I mean, the IO Tiny combo was that was like your big ticket, and now this is your fallback, and the Venge is 0-2.
They're doing the smart thing though, which is if you shut down the IO Tiny, they don't have any damage. Like, you're not gonna get. Venge is a carry that enables damage. Is that arrow? No, arrow's gonna miss. Ooh.
And Tidehunter actually gets a kill. All by his lonesome, Undying, overextending it looks like. And he doesn't even have Gush. I mean, that was just straight beat him down and combo with Anchor Smash.
Oh, Tide killed. That's crazy. Sorry, I was watching top. There's some very.
So was I. And then I saw
there's just a really weird engagement going on top. She doesn't have leap for a bit. If he lands all of his spirits, maybe.
And they're gonna need a couple more auto attacks too, though. And there's a rotation, and Undying comes in. Tombstone goes down. Arrow actually connects just barely on the Wisp. He's dead again, and this is a terrible, terrible start for Moribund here. 0-3 on the Wisp, 0-2 on the Venge.
This poor Tiny cannot land against Undying or the Timbersaw by himself.
Yeah, that lane was hard with the Wisp, so now it's become even.
I mean,
Tidehunter's doing.
There's always that. There's always that factor with IO Tiny. It just takes 1 or 2 kills, and the game can snowball the completely different direction.
For sure. I mean, but the thing is, he needs levels too, and you know, it's kind of hard to get levels when you got 2-3 people in your lane the whole time. I mean, level 7 is really where it starts to take off and get the combo.
He'll have level 7 here in a bit. I think the big level is gonna be level 6 on the IO. Tide is farming very well though.
Yeah, I was about to say Tide, that he's in, no matter what side of the map he's been on, he's been doing very well.
Yeah, here's part of the
Oh my
issue
gosh, that
with
urn!
Disruptor.
Wow, that is just a deadly. That's so much early damage, and Disruptor again going down. And Tiny so close, they popped the Tombstone. Timbersaw has it. Actually,
I think Tiny should have just gone for the kill.
I think he's gonna dive, yeah.
Ooh,
That is huge.
Nope.
One more tower shot would have finished him off, but wow.
I think if Tiny had just committed for the kill on the Timbersaw, he actually would have killed the Timbersaw before getting killed. Like he would have died either way, but
small hesitation, and I mean, and that's the thing with the Timbersaw now. I mean, he's so far ahead in levels. He's already level 8 now. I mean, it's how much? Yeah, 250 damage every 6 seconds. That's yikes. And he hit trees both those times too. So again, Tide, top of the last hit chart. So not all this lost, but he opted to go with. He knew he was going to stay in this lane for a while, so he gets the arcane boots initially. So delay the blink slightly, but they're not team fighting anyway. I mean, the lanes are still definitely still going to be in effect for a couple more minutes, so perfectly okay with that. Yeah, I don't know where you go as the Tiny at this point. I really don't.
You just kind of hope to find a pick off. I think they need to. Ooh,
I mean, Wisp is like not even halfway to level 5. Like it's your time to combo. It's running low.
He's being really overly aggressive on Timbersaw. I don't think you can do that when you're a 500 HP strength hero.
Oh, Weaver actually. Okay, so we're singing the praises of the Tide, and they actually recommit that tri-lane bottom, and they get a kill. Yeah, this is a support Weaver. He's got wards. He's got arcane boots. Wasn't taking last hits, and Wisp goes down again. And they're praying that they can take him down. That'd be so much gold. Tiny's got to get up there. Oh my gosh. Disruptor actually almost kills himself here.
That is.
Oh my gosh. This is so just bad. Catastrophic here.
I needed that kill on Timbersaw.
Is this like tilting? Is this like carrying over?
I think it's just draft.
Yeah,
I honestly, and I don't want to harp on it too much, it's just the Disruptor pick. I didn't really think that having a strong.
It's a nice combination of everything, though. I mean, you go kind of all in on the IO Tiny. They pressure mid. Timbersaw ends up just absolutely dominating. I mean, he's gonna have a Bloodstone pretty soon at this rate. And then the Core Venge.
Enchantress.
Core Venge has been almost useless from behind.
Yeah.
So
this Enchantress has just been free to run around the jungle, and that's part of the thing with having IO Disruptors. You just don't have any like ganking presence right now.
Yeah, she's had that urn for a long time because she was using it to harass and got a kill on the Disruptor earlier.
I think this is a support.
All right, so they're gonna pop the Ravage. They need the gold. They need the kill. So they used the solo Ravage and ended up taking out the Timbersaw. And okay, so he's skipping Blink entirely. He's going for mech. He knows
that's
his team.
fine, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's the right idea.
I mean, he's already very tanky, but yeah, he definitely needs more utility and support for his team for sure. I agree with that pickup too. All right, Wisp, level 5.5 now. He's really working on 6. But like I said, though, the levels on the Tiny aren't there either. His combo ability, it's running out.
I think if you're Moribund, you just go Blink on Tiny right now and just hope that you can just snowball. I mean, it's.
Oh gosh, look at the Enchantress. So much damage. Yep, that's what we're talking about. And there's just literally nothing. I mean, he went for the tether, but that only added insult to injury.
This Undying's going Necro Book as well.
Nanaue doing Nanaue things. Yeah, Bloodstone's gonna be on Timbersaw with definitely under 15 minutes.
Smart from Tidehunter.
Just TP out. There's no stuns. So
they're gonna spot the Timber here. Timber needs to be careful. I still think they can.
There we
Vinge
go.
gets a kill on the top.
There's a kill. That's what they need.
They should relocate on this Timbersaw right now. Like,
yep, they are.
Yeah, exactly what they're doing. This is very smart.
Toss them back.
I don't know about that toss away, but whatever.
Yeah, they need any kill they can get at this point. So they'll get two.
So this is what I was talking about earlier. They need to hit 6 on IO and just make stuff happen across the map. I think they should have brought Vinge with them there just for the shared experience.
Look how poor this disruptor is. My God. That is a position 12 disruptor. 620 net worth, Dylan. That is just so unfortunate.
But I don't think this game is over yet, though. I mean, I'll even bring up the example from last week. We were down. We had IO in our game, and we were down like 17-0 at 10 minutes, and we still came back and won convincingly. So IO in your team is never over.
Execution, taking team fights and
like
knowing,
Weaver could die right now.
Strong. Nah, not with Timbersaw
there's
there.
Timber.
Not with Timbersaw there.
I think they could have just honestly comboed the Weaver.
Alright, so on Tiny he's got a point booster. Is this just a casual one, or is this just
Nah, this is very much a farming eggs.
Yeah.
I mean, I would think I don't know if you just go casual.
I feel like that's all in. If you get the blink, at least you're more versatile. With all this aggression coming from Nanaue, I don't know.
I mean, either way, I think it's whatever the Tiny player is more comfortable with. Like, if the Tiny doesn't think he's going to get stuff done with the Blink Dagger, then you just go Axe.
I can understand that too. I mean, they're grouping up as Nanaue. You're not really going to find anyone by themselves, honestly. So
I don't know if this is miscommunication or not, but IO has the headdress and Tide almost has his mech, so I'm not sure if it's just a casual headdress or not.
Pipe, baby.
Radiant's mid tower's coming apart.
The issue with is IO needs. They have an urn. No, IO definitely needs to get an urn right now. Like I don't.
Oh, he misses the avalanche. Half the combo's gone, and they're gonna pop everything here.
He should be fine.
With Tiny will not be though. Oh my gosh, he's 40 HP. Timber's gonna go for the kill shot though. Tiny ends up killing the Undying, and Tiny makes it out. Man, they popped the mech, which is absolutely huge, turning this team fight here. Timbersaw goes down as well, so that's 2. Tidehunter's just so damn tanky. And they can chase.
They should relocate for this.
There you go, there's the swap, canceling the stun, or canceling the TP, and the stun to finish him off. Beautiful team fight management right there.
So yeah, this is what I was talking about. It just takes one fight like that. And
the Tiny didn't even do anything, honestly. He was bait, if anything.
Oh yeah, that's part of it. But I mean, the Vinge was there too, and
yeah.
the Tide being farmed is super important. The fact that Tide has level 2 Ravage and Mechanism there is massive.
Oh yeah, completely turned the fight around for sure. Tiny wishes he was there though, just for the assist gold and a little more EXP. They could have a TP rotation.
I worry about this Necro Undying build.
Double damage, combo, wombo. You dead. Here we go.
Yeah, I worry about this Necro Undying build.
That's 5 kills in the span of 2 minutes here already for Moribund, so don't count them out. Not by a long shot.
There you go. I've got his urn now, which is really good. It's super important. Disruptor still has nothing that's expected.
Yeah, he's beyond dirt poor. Actually, no, he has arcane boots. He has arcane boots now.
That's a very smart relocate.
Taking down the Timbersaw again. So
this happened last week when we played. They just did not respect the relocate presence, and that appears to be what's happening again. They're still like going for solo pickoffs with like 1 versus 1, and just not respecting that there's going to be an IO Tiny everywhere.
Well, and this lead that the Timbersaw had. I mean, the guy was literally like 200-300 away from the Bloodstone, and he's died twice consecutively, and
This is a tower as well. That's a. I mean, and if you think it's, that was a no ravage kill on the Timbersaw as well.
And it'll be up in 15 seconds too, so they'll be.
I know we haven't talked about it too much, but I don't think support Weaver was the play here either. So.
Yeah, little clowny, and yeah, he is going for the scepter. He's got the point booster. It's not a Scotty.
I guess it's good against Tiny Wisp if you can get it off, but Enchantress looks like she's gonna go into a core build. Yeah,
12 times
I don't know
out
if I
of
agree
1,300. My God. Alright, so Wisp almost... He's getting back to basics now. He's not the most poor in the game. He's pretty damn poor, but yeah. Earned, Tranquils.
I don't think Tranks is the play here. I think Treads
boots.
are better. Oh, no.
Oh, Treads?
I think Treads are better. Yeah, I usually like Treads better. It just makes you tankier.
Oh my
and
gosh,
to kill.
Guardian Greaves already done.
Yeah, Tide is very farmed.
Screw the blank, man. I am Tank Hunter. Let's go.
Tranks aren't bad on IO. Obviously, it's extra health regen, and Overcharge doesn't cancel your Tranks, so it's good. But at the same time, there's going to be an Undying Tombstone down, and that's going to cancel your Tranks. So, and also, you know, there's a lot of magical burst on that team. That extra armor that Tranks give you.
I don't think they're going to rotate anybody here, so they might sack one tower. They're slowly moving up. They popped the glyph.
This is really risky for Nanaue to go for this. Like, they know Tide has Greaves, and they know he has Ravage.
Ravage is up. Yes, sir.
All the heroes are super susceptible to...
They've got the Weaver coming in, but he's not really providing a whole lot other than the mana boost.
Yeah.
Here, so. Arrow connects on the Tiny, though. That's huge, and I think they're just going to go in and burst him down real quick. Greaves are popped.
Greaves.
Fantastic save, and they're turning this. Moonlight Shadows pop, but damage already been done. Almost Ravage committed, but with no detection, they opt just to go for the tower. Weaver actually gets back in, and
meanwhile,
they don't even care. They don't even care. They want the bigger kills here. They get the Ravage. They're gonna get the back end. They're gonna get the Timbersaw. He's got very low mana. He's not gonna be able to escape. He's dead as well. Tower and possibly 3 kills here. The Weaver.
Yeah, the issue is look at bottom though.
Oh
that's a lot of damage on a tier 3 this early in the game.
Wow, that T3 is actually almost dead.
Good relocate. Tiny's gonna die here. But...
Yep. Wow. Okay, well that makes sense. That makes sense then. I mean, I was wondering why they weren't committing, but yeah. Oblivious to me. More rat things. And yeah, that T3's gone already. 18 minutes in. And they're still hitting it. I mean, there's waiting for TP rotations here. A lot of kills. 5 go down in total. 2 for 3 in favor of Moribund, but like you said, that push was real.
They just were too distracted with kills, I think, on that tier 1. I think if they just commit to the tier 1, get the tower, they only lose a tier 2.
Alright, so as per usual, I was incorrect. Timbersaw goes for an Aether Lens. I've never seen that actually. Although I don't see Timbersaw too much that often anyway, so.
It's not bad, I guess. Gives you more damage, chakram, and all your spells, and makes sure your spells go for it. It takes Timber Chain further and chakram further.
Tiny about 700 away from the scepter, so I mean, things are coming online, but losing that, losing coverage of your jungle that early is pretty scary actually. Weaver over halfway to the eggs as well.
I think if Moribund just committed to the tower top and just took the tower, instead of just like chasing heroes around in circles in the trees and left and right of the tower, that could have been a lot better. I think they were just too distracted with the kills, trying to build up momentum. They just gave up too much. Not that I don't think it. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a good grab for Nanaue because they were very much on the decline there. It's going to slowly go back in their favor, but I don't think it's by any means like in game. Tide's just going for a swim in the river right now. Oh, there we go.
Troll. Well. His buddy on the other side, Enchantress, actually finishes the Dragonlance, is dangerously close to finishing the Scepter. So, I mean, there's a lot of key items. And as I say that, the Scepter's picked up by the Tiny, so... I mean, the bigger items are coming out now, so... These fights are going to change drastically very shortly.
I think Moribund has the tools to deal with a core Enchantress, but it's not gonna be as simple as just like Lina Laguna blading an Enchantress. It's gonna take I think a bit of coordination.
It's tight header right now. And he'll actually 100 gold away from Blink, so he's damn farm. Top of the net worth on his team, and actually the Venge just creep back up in the top too.
Yeah, she hasn't that fight. She died in that fight bottom after she'd already gotten 2 or 3 kills. So she's done a good job of not dying. So this is a very dead disruptor.
Finishing off the S and Y, or is that a man?
Yeah, see? Oh, it's very smart.
Yeah.
So Enchantress may have overcommitted here.
Oh yeah, she's completely dead. Big stun, and Tiny, really?
Tiny.
What is going on here? Look at this guy. He's got a TP scroll. Yeah, he's just gonna get. There's a relocate. If they can combo off. Oh my gosh, so close. So close.
Tiny was just doing battle with jungle creeps there. Or Enchantress creeps.
Yeah, well he found the big centaur chief. So. Okay, so I was wondering what the Mirana was going for. I saw the Perseverance, and I wasn't sure. I'd never seen a first item Lotus Orb, so... Lincoln's, is that just for Timbersaw?
I honestly have no clue.
I mean, there's a few things it blocks, but I don't think it's like super valuable that you get a first item.
She doesn't even have a farming item, like a casual Yash or anything.
Yeah, very odd first item here.
Like, yeah, they block the Disrupt, but, I mean, the Glimpse.
And it pretty much neutralizes all the spells from the Venge, too. I mean, I kind of get it. Speak of the devil.
She blocked they just walked up to her. She blocked the Glimpse, but the Venge just stunned her afterwards.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, honestly, yeah, you could... Well, and you can use the Thunderstrike to pop it as well, so...
Yeah, you got Thunderstrike to pop, you have Gush to pop it as well. I think she needed like to go like Yasha at least, or drums. She needed like at least
something for damage, something. Yeah.
Because she doesn't really hit. She hits like okay, but she has no attack speed to like make up for it.
Yeah, with the face boots. Yeah, like good damage.
Tony does have his Ags, so I think that Moribund's actually going to start. Assuming something catastrophic doesn't happen.
There's something coming on the courier. Nope. No, they're going to the secret shop. So I think that actually might be a finished scepter for somebody. That's a finished scepter on the Enchantress, maybe? No, yeah. She still needs a little bit more gold.
Well, I mean, we saw how fast the Enchantress died. Granted, she was by herself. I think, as I said, I think Moribund has the tools to deal with it. I think it's whether or not they can execute. Undying, yeah, Tombstone's great, but I don't think Necro Undying really does too much in
They
fight.
definitely have the tools to do for it. I mean, the net worth is completely flip-flopped in the last 10 minutes now. I mean, they have all 3 of their cores are atop the net worth chart, so... And this is a fantastic combo. Look at that. What a great swap. Completely neutralized. All that farm.
Meanwhile with Mirana and
just try. Yeah, see that's the thing. You got the damage, but there's really nothing else going on. You're gonna pop the Ravage, and they're turning it. Not even gonna bother with the.
That's a dead Mirana. Oh, maybe not.
Weaver.
They got the dust on her.
Oh, arrow, and there's.
Go for the relocate. Go for the relocate.
They could get 2. No,
it's too late now. They've already split.
I don't know, man. The urn charge, no, not enough.
I mean, you kill an Enchantress there, so it's not like they lose. They like committed Ravage.
Yeah, the Ravage is kind of big. And okay, so there's the Blink Daggers. Enough of this. You're not getting away from me ever again.
I think he realized. I think he realizes like. You know, I got that axe faster than I thought I would when I first started building it. Because I think when he started building it, he was like, "Oh crap, this is gonna be like a 27-minute axe. Like we're gonna get."
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, he was 0-3 at the time when he first picked up the point booster. So yeah, definitely. Well, and now they realize, you know, the rest of the team's caught up. We're in a lot better position than we were, say, 10-15 minutes ago. It's okay. I mean, we can go for this now. Because now, I mean, they need the chase. They need the ability to position themselves in order to finish these kills. Glimpse is level 4 now too, so if Disruptor's in the neighborhood, they're not getting away.
It's a very strange smoke.
Venge is soloing Roche at this point.
Yeah, she's got the wolf, she can. I'm not sure what the smoke was. They smoked under ward, and Nanaue saw it, but they didn't really do anything with it. They kind of just hung out.
I think Weaver wants to scout this out here. They get a ward, but that doesn't provide vision. Nope, no bugs.
I think somebody just pinged Roche. I think it was a green ping. That may have been Rana. Looks like they're gearing up for a push mid though, so. Is this Wildling gonna walk into Roche Pit? Oh, it's gonna send that in.
It's too late.
It's too late though. That's a free Roche.
Put it on the bench and it's
no.
Too late.
How long till Ravage? 30 seconds. They don't need Ravage to fight though. Oh, that's a big pickoff.
Yeah,
They did it though.
that was a huge arrow. That was a huge arrow. And actually, Tiny caught in a really awkward place.
Oh,
the
she
zombies.
walked back into the.
Oh my gosh, Disruptor. They're gonna have to combo him down now. They need one more. Got the gush, got the stun, and the toss. He's dead.
That was very. Enchantress walked back into the kinetic field when she originally wasn't in it. I think she walks out of it.
The zombies.
100% okay.
The zombies end up finishing up the Disruptor, so. A valiant defense, lost both supports, but that's obviously not the biggest worry in the world.
I mean, again, like I don't know how well Mirana is going to do in the late game against these heroes.
Well, with the item choice, I mean that's.
Like Enchantress can give damage, but we're seeing how fast this Enchantress just dies at the start of a fight.
Oh, and she's #1 priority right now. I mean, the Timber hasn't. Timber hasn't even been around.
We haven't seen Timber. Yeah, we haven't seen Timber like in a fight in the past 15 minutes.
Yeah, he finished off the Bloodstone. I think now it's time to act. And there's the Scepter on the Weaver, so we'll see if this bold strategy will pay off. But I mean, he's got to get by his team, otherwise it doesn't do anything.
This is what I would refer to as a meme combo. Holy crap, that is a humongous range on that. That is ridiculous, actually.
What?
Time lapses range with Axe. That's actually fairly large.
Oh my god, the entire screen? Yeah.
That's without Adolins too.
We'll see what he goes there after that. I mean, that was the first major item. Moonlight Shadow. They're not going to catch the Wisp, but they definitely see the Tiny. There's plenty of mobility on this team. They can catch
Tiny
up.
Can just blink. Tiny can just blink away right now. He's baiting.
Yep, he's kind of trying to bait him in, wait for his team. Arrow comes
Tombstone's
out.
Committed.
Yeah. No arrow and Tombstone down. And
they have no creep wave. Like, there's nothing that's going to happen out of this. The creep wave for Dire right now is that they're 2-2.
Something will happen, though. They'll get free Tombstone gold.
That's just free 200 gold to a Tony.
Tony hungry. Alright, so, I mean, Enchantress has to go BKB now, right? I mean, the way they're targeting her and focusing her down.
Yeah, she absolutely has to go BKB.
I don't think there's any other option, really.
There's just no way around it, I don't think. It's just too much damage coming that's magical. But what I worry about is whether or not... So I think once the BKB comes out, how we're going to deal with it since like a BKB on Enchantress, assuming she goes BKB.
Yeah,
they're gonna make it.
They're really. I don't see them being any other option.
They could just run at the Enchantress right now. I think.
Yeah, they're gonna run down the Venge.
That's exactly what she's doing. Like, they should be looking for a relocate play with Tiny. Oh, he doesn't have the HP to relocate. I'm gonna split pushing top.
Aegis is popped,
really
and she's just gonna blink out, so... I mean... I don't know. Okay, so what does Undying go next year? You know, you got the Necro 3 done, now what?
Mech. Your team is a mech, man.
Oh my gosh, huge combo damage. They pop the Ravage! Oh my gosh, she leaps out! What a play. Still, though, stays in enemy territory. And
very smart. That was very smart.
Yeah, nice pop of the Lincolns to get the stun off. Yeah, I don't know why she stuck around, man. Very interesting.
This Disruptor could set up on this Undying. Like, this Undying commits. They should be able to see this. Oh, they're just going to go Rax, actually. They're just going to trade. I don't think Nanaue goes to the trade here.
Yeah, they're just going to rush bottom and pray for the trade.
Well, they don't have 4. They're going to definitely get a melee ranged here, but...
It's odd that they're going for the trade.
They need to come back now. They get the melee and go. I think.
A lot of damage. Nobody's TP'd back yet. There we go. There's a relocate.
It's really risky to try and trade a tiny IO. Like, yeah, it's really risky to try and trade it.
Oh my gosh, the creeps! The creeps! They're gonna finish it. No one's around to stop it either. Oh no, my gosh! Are you kidding me right now?
I will be the hero we knew you were. Go for it.
Where is Cardi?
Oh no, here comes the
Timber song. Okay. Well, I mean, honestly, in that trade, I mean, their melee barracks is fine. That's what matters.
Oh, that's bad.
Holy crap! What was on that courier?
I didn't get to see it.
My
I just saw the Undying punch it.
Value tombstone.
That was really greedy from Nanaue to try and base race a Tiny there.
Yeah, well, and yeah, like I said, they didn't get the melee. The melee is gonna regen, and look at, I mean, that range rax is just free gold just sitting there. So
it's in the time it took the Weaver to push bottom lane to the tower and get the range racks. Tiny and IO got mid and the mid tier 2 and the mid tier 3 and racks. So there's a happy little tree in front of the range racks right now.
Decent sized lead here. XP is just north of 7,500 and a slightly less large gold lead here. Ron ults Paul. They have not had. Okay, there we go. Finally, someone brings vision.
So Weaver just actually saved the Timber's life.
I saw that. It's a great play. I mean, he's been farming that for so long, and now the Desolator finished on the Piranha, but...
Oh, the Ravage just came off cooldown.
Yep, and it wasn't enough to kill the Tide. He gets the Ravage off. He goes down right after, but it's still a great fight here for Nanaue. Yeah, they're going to be able to take down the Tiny.
Enchantress has just been able to run free.
Yeah, and they're going to...
All these creeps, man.
This is going to be a wipe, yeah. She's blocked in. Might get one more
she
kill,
does get the Undying.
Gets the kill here, but that's a full team wipe. Moribund, everybody goes down.
That's the dangers of not killing an Enchantress.
My gosh. That is a huge, huge golden XP change
creeps
too, man.
Oh, they got it finally.
Small consolation after your team's just been wiped off the face of the earth, but a little bit of solace they can take in that. Okay, so another point booster here for the Weaver.
Octarine.
Just,
I guess. I mean, if I was committing to this crazy
what's
build,
the cooldown with eggs? 20 seconds? Really? Come on. Oh, I'm sorry. You want 4 seconds Shikuchi. My bad.
Yeah, it's if I'm Weaver and I'm committing to this build.
Holy crap! Where did that come from? Egg Scepter done in the Undying. Wow.
That fight, he probably got a lot done in that fight.
Well,
he was the last one to die in that fight for his team, so
it's just the team's so split up, though. I think it's gonna be hard to get. It's gonna be very effective against like 1 or 2 heroes, but as far as getting like triple and quadruple stacks of decay per cast, probably not gonna happen.
If I think another fight like top happens, it's definitely gonna pay off.
Oh yeah.
Every fight we've seen before that has very much been like 1v2, 2v3.
There's a beautiful tombstone. I mean, there's no way that Tiny was gonna be able to commit to kill it. So, I mean,
it was an AC on Tiny actually.
Oh, that was a curse. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say I saw. Oh my gosh, another huge arrow too. Timber saw not in range, but the stun's so long.
She has no damage.
Yeah, Deso's coming out, but it's a fairly tanky Vengeful too, though. She's got 2k HP, so she's definitely nothing close to a glass cannon.
I think
she's going Butterfly next too. She's going Butterfly. She's got the quarterstaff.
The Venge, yeah, that's the right idea. It's very good against. You don't. You're forcing the Enchantress to buy a 5.4 thousand item. Yeah.
Well, yeah. There's no natural MKB. I mean, technically a core Weaver would be able to go for that, but that's not the case here. So.
What is this Weaver building?
Tidehunter actually very squishy with that minus armor buff on. He's gonna pop the Ravage. Only hits 2.
Arrow misses.
Enchantress waiting to go in.
At time lapse.
Enchantress just focusing down the supports here, but
we need to go on the Enchantress. She doesn't have her BKB yet.
Nope.
She's almost done with it, but this is really bad if they can kill the Enchantress.
I mean, it's really hard though. Her pass is making a real pain in the ass.
Oh, arrow hits.
Well, Weaver's there though. Weaver's there to save her. And they're gonna turn it. They're gonna kill off the Wisp, and they're gonna be able to run down. Oh my gosh.
This Undying has just been ratting the whole time.
Well, that's split push, man. He's got the Necro 3, and they actually lose sight of the Tidehunter here, and he's able to blink out. And arrow, hits the creep, unfortunately. Alright, so they get the Undying on the back end, but I mean that's small consolation here. And all the cores are up, but they gotta move quick.
Radiant's bottom rack.
And without the Wisp, the Tiny is just really just kind of ineffective. Oh my gosh, look at that egg!
Time lapse, man.
I'm telling you, he's just sitting back there. I mean, he was doing a little split pushing with the...
Oh, Enchantress, my friend.
Yeah, she needs that. Buy the BKB!
Dead.
Oh, she didn't buy before, but she still has enough gold. Not a big deal.
Oh,
And there's a BKB on Tiny.
Important.
He's got it. It's still going to be hard to catch him, though.
You should be able to just blink.
There's the stun. There you go. Okay. So a lot of big items coming out for both teams still. I mean,
these teams just have the weirdest team fights.
Yeah, right? Very unconventional. It's nice to see something different, though. Not gonna lie.
The Radiant's
Oh, what a
another
what a
courier snipe. I think courier would literally live for what, 3 minutes before dying again? And Weaver just cheesing right now. Yeah, there's nothing Curtis can do here. I think they are committing to the time lapse. I mean, because that's an Octane core, but
I think the Nanaue should have checked Roche before doing this. They should definitely check Roche after this if they're taking this tier 2.
Guess what's happening to die?
It's been
this
a while
Tiny
since
hits
our last
very hard with Vengeance Aura. Holy crap!
yeah,
that is.
It's gonna be hard though. I mean, he definitely needs the BKB. And oh my gosh, butterfly finish just picked up now on the Venge.
When this Venge stands next to Tiny, Tiny hits for about 450 damage.
Wait for it, wait for it. Oh my god. Dude, so much.
That's without overcharge as well.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for somebody to grab a Vlad's too. I was kind of hoping the Wisp would go for that next.
It's a good item this game, I would think.
Very good item. Very good item. We got 2 incredibly strong right clickers.
It's actually one of the few games I think Drums and Wisp is okay. Since your Tiny didn't go Drums. If I'm Tidehunter, I think I just go just go Refresher here. I mean, if I'm the captain, I'm telling my Tidehunter to go Refresher here.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of fallen off though. I mean, he was just dominating early, but now, I mean, he's got the Shivas, which is great. So I mean, he's very, very, very tanky.
This tower attacks so fast.
Oh my gosh, so much damage. Tidehunter actually a lot of trouble here. No Kraken Shell to break it off. Yeah, Tiny's just beating the shit out of these racks. Ravage is still up here. They held it a little too long here. But now they got the racks, and now Tiny can turn on heroes.
Tiny has Aegis.
He has Aegis, but the rest of his team is down here, and Wisp is going to go down as well.
Glimmer relocate.
Yeah. Fantastic blink. I think they're just going to sack poor Curtis.
I think that's okay though. If you have buyback on all those heroes.
Well, I mean that's 2 lanes of Rex, man. That's. Yep, they're just gonna throw Tidehunter to the wolves just to make sure Tiny gets out. Yeah, I mean, the Ratters become the Ratties, man. Game 1, Game 2.
I mean, you can rat all you want when you got a Tiny hitting for 450 damage.
Hold on. Let's compare the Undying split push with a Necro 3 to a Tiny with eggs.
I don't think your 138 damage and your Necro books are gonna outpush this Tiny that hits like a truck.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, hey, man, it's really cool. You got the Octarine core, you got the eggs on the Weaver. That's fantastic, but that doesn't save your buildings. Your buildings are still very susceptible to the right click. So
that stat does not
straight
surprise
cheese
me.
and never gonna Octarine
yeah,
core. Well, I mean, the cooldown for
Shikuchi
and Geminate are really high. So.
Radiant's mid
All right, this is balls in now. I mean, they have to make something happen.
Serpent got hit by that. They have Fort though. Yeah, they don't have Fort anymore.
Yeah,
they're gonna give up
for a while. So get the buyback on the Tidehunter, but no Ravage online. So.
Oh, that's a great stun.
Yeah, that was a huge combo right there, and they got to break him down quick. Tombstone, not even gonna bother with it. They want more. They want more blood. They gotta make the buyback worth it.
So
Tiny's just gonna go hunting here. They got 2 blink daggers, but no detection though again.
That was not Tiny didn't have to buy back. That's just a Tidehunter buyback, which is okay.
Yep. Chanty will go down. They end up running him down, but.
Rana, you can't backdoor that against backdoor protection, I promise. Oh, she's TPing, never mind.
Yeah, there's been a lot of lack of vision though, I've noticed. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. It was a disruptor, and he's barely able to be with the team because he's getting run down.
This Weaver keeps going for backdoor plays, and it's not working.
Still 9-second BKB on the Enchantress. Alright, well, the Rack's advantage isn't as big. Actually, no, they're still melee bottom.
This Tiny
melee bottom and
hitting
melee
so
top.
hard.
Yeah, look at the tower.
Okay, this Tiny is hitting so hard.
That is just so
and
cool.
he still has 2 slots left if he gets rid of the blink.
Yeah, I'm thinking bots would probably be.
This is ridiculous. This is gonna be megas. Like they have Ravage.
Yeah, there's not much you can do here.
I think
Arrow misses.
you have buyback on Tiny. You just grab your Megas.
Yeah, he just BKBs. He doesn't give a shit. That's Megas right now.
I think
And I mean, it's a nice fight, but I mean, you got the Wisp, and you're probably gonna get the Tiny
has
again.
buyback. Your IO has buyback. Your Disruptor has buyback. Your Venge has buyback.
Oh, the arrow just prevents him from TPing out. Yeah, so I mean, they'll wipe up the team, but I mean, they got what they came for. Rip. Disruptor nowhere near any of the action. He's just pushing out lanes, trying to keep the base safe.
It's casual trash talk. Okay, I wasn't watching it. Yeah, I was gonna say that they got super lucky. Right after they cooked Megas is when the next creep wave spawned. So.
We have no buy. Okay, so now we're just having generic AD2L trash time.
So if I am Moribund, I just buy back if they actually commit to a push onto the high ground.
Well,
here.
Glyph is up now, so they bought a little more time. I mean, there's still 30+ seconds on 2 of the cores. So.
I think if they actually want to, we were straight right here. Okay, he sold both of his items.
No.
Tiny, just buy back and go for the base, I think.
All right, they're all in now.
Actually, he doesn't even need a buyback. They're not.
No, they can't push hard fast enough.
And they have fort.
They're so low too. Look at the Mirana and the dying. I mean, I know the eggs.
Oh
no, the eggs is gone, so there's no way to save him.
Yeah, he sold his stuff. They're just gonna relocate. Go for it.
Yeah, he's going in.
Yep. There's no way they can trade this Tiny. Look how fast he hits.
Yeah, that's just.
This is ridiculous. I guess I'm not gonna watch it because I know what's happening there, but.
Yeah, they got okay. They TP back now, but he just pops BKB. He doesn't give a shit. He's gonna have maybe 1 second without BKB before the base goes down. Yeah, it's just GG, man.
Yep.
All right, so is this like too much of a cheesy draft from Nanaue, or? I mean, because they won game 1. I wouldn't say handedly, but fairly convincingly, at the very least. I mean, were they just going for too much?
It just wasn't. They just didn't respect more than yeah, you may have deathballed in game 1, but just because you won the game and it's not like you won that game in 20 minutes. It just felt like they just weren't respecting Moribund, and they started the game off well, but again, IO Tiny, they just didn't respect the IO. The IO once IO hit 6, they just ganked nonstop, and Tiny went from being like 7th in net worth to 2nd to 1st in net worth.
And the Venge had a great comeback. I mean, they focused down the Enchantress, who had a great early start. I mean, she's 16-7, dude. I mean, and those kills did not happen that often on the back end. There's a few Disruptor and Wisp takedowns, but most of that was early on. So they prioritized what they needed to. And the Weaver, I like the ingenuity. I like the thought, but I mean, Tiny Wisp, man. I mean, you can't save the buildings with those items.
Yeah, They picked hero. Well, I don't know if they didn't necessarily pick heroes that counted the IO because they picked the IO window. They didn't pick heroes to they didn't pick heroes to respond to the IO Tiny. And as I said, they didn't respect the IO Tiny. I don't think Weaver support. I think Weaver support just showed why it's probably not the greatest thing. Yeah, he got some good time lapses off, but
don't get me wrong. Like it definitely worked, but against the base siege, I mean, there's no chance. But I don't know. It's nice to see something different, but it's after such a big game 1, it was kind of odd to see them dial it back a little bit and try something this much different. But it is what it is.
I don't think the Mirana was a good pick either. The Mirana just didn't feel like he had much impact in the game.
It was mostly just ults and a couple very good arrows, but yeah, pretty underwhelming. But I think that's just the hero this patch too. But 1-1 Moribund and Nanaue split. That's all we have tonight. Any last words there, Gorgsy?
Nope. It's a good series, and I'll hope to play at least one of these teams again this season.
Playoffs, man. Playoffs. All right. Well, hey, thanks for joining me, man. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks.
Much obliged. And thank you, Mr. Grapes, for the stats tonight. Fantastic job as always. And that's it. I'll be back tomorrow night. I have a series, and Friday night, I think 9 p.m. Eastern. So we'll be back, man. Thanks for watching, guys.